Ah, yay. So, welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. It's called that because it was a show I did second Sunday of every month at a bricks and mortar situation. And when the pandemic started, it took me about 30 seconds to realize I was no longer tied to the second Sunday. I could do it any Sunday I want. And also that I could invite anyone to play that I wanted because everyone was online. So I learned how to do that. And today's show is bi-coastal. I'm pleased to report, starting with Scotty Jacob, who is over here to my, huh, interesting. Okay, I I am the human here, and I get to set it up the way I want it. Scotty is in San Diego, and the other way is Charlie Bryant, who is also the other way. He's on the East Coast in Maryland. And welcome to both of you. I'm so pleased to have you here, and thank you for saying yes. So, Scotty, tell us a little bit about yourself and play us a song. Kick this off.
Yeah, my name's Scotty Jacobs. I'm joining you from former Spain, otherwise known as California. La Mesa specifically, it's a suburb of San Diego, and yeah, I'm real honored to be playing with some other fine musicians. And Yeah, I'm a small animal veterinarian. Own my own practice here in La Mesa, and I I like writing songs, and I'm glad to be here. I thought what I'd do is I thought I'd start with a true story of it's a song about my one and only trip to Texas. And since Jan's from Texas, it goes like this. It's called Mingus and Maybelline, by the way, and that's the name of the co-writers of this song. We picked them up in Mingus, spent our first night in Abilene. 'Twas my very first time in Texas. It was just like a fever dream. Two orphans found running around, loose on the city streets. Who knows how we got here now? They're begging for some treats at my feet. They're so sweet. In the morning we left Abilene. After an early breakfast, we filled the tank with gasoline, bound for El Paso, Texas. Who would guess who could make this mess? Circumstance or certain fate. A new pack blessed that was running west down the Texas interstate. It's Lone Star State. It was great. You can use the word adoption, some might prefer to say rescue. Should you exercise the option, do you know who's helping who? The night they took an elevator to a room up on the 7th floor, and just about an hour later, it was like living in a civil war. There were feisty growls and biting at towels. Tug of war was lost and won. Athletic feats by restless beasts. What the hell had we done? It's all done. Kind of fun. We continued our quest through Tucson, onward to Southern Cal. To our home in the West we would cruise on, together as a family now. When push comes to shove, unconditional love, such a very small price to pay. All that's needed to start is some room in your heart, and to keep it just that way. It's okay, sit and stay. You can use the word adoption, some might prefer to say rescue. Should you exercise the option, do you know who's helping who? We decided to call him Mingus, and we named her Maybelline. Sometimes he's quite the dingus, and she's a real beauty queen. Two orphans found running around, loose on the city streets. Who knows how we got here now? They're begging for some treats at my feet. They're so sweet. Hey, quit chewing my lyric sheets. Who wants a treat?
Very cool,
Great.
Scotty.
Yeah. What
Very
a nice
cool.
story,
Thanks.
too.
True
So,
story. It's one of those songs I didn't feel like I wrote. I felt like that song wrote me.
cool. So, Charlie, how about you? Tell us about yourself and play us a song. You are muted, by the way.
There we go. Yeah. About myself. Hi, my name's Charlie Bryant. I live in Rockville, Maryland, outside of Washington, D.C. Until 3 years ago, I was an IT guy, and I have since then been trying to forget everything I knew about networks and Cisco and Microsoft Exchange and clear out the brain cells and replace those brain cells, write over them so that they can't be resurrected by replacing the first character in the file name. Little inside joke for anybody who cares. Yeah, since then I've been hanging around the house trying to work my guitar skills back up and write some songs. And it's about the only thing I'm interested in anymore. So here we are. Yeah, it's kind of started during the pandemic when I was at home alone in the basement. There's one song that I wrote. I'm not going to do it yet, so I'll tell the story later. Instead, I'll do this one. I like to start with this one as sort of a declaration of intentions. Yomp, 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 yada dee dee da. Yada la da dee da dee dee do, zee da doo da 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, H. Here we go. I'm gonna write a song today. I'm gonna write a song. I got plenty of things to say. This shouldn't take me long. If I can't think of what to write about, I'll write something down and I'll cross it out. But I'm gonna get there, I've no doubt. I'm gonna write a song. I'll write about my favorite thing, existential dread. Like all the big philosophers, I'm gonna wind up dead. Plato, Heidegger, where'd they go? Up above or down below? If you find out, please let me know. I'm gonna write a song. Writing songs is easy. I've written songs before. All I need is a bottle of wine and I can write some more. Yada da da dee dee blah blah blah. Yomp yomp yomp. Zee la da dee da dee dee do. Yeedle deedle doy doy doy. 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna write a song, I guess. I'm gonna write a song. 'Cause deep inside I'm quite a mess. I'm gonna write a song. But when I share my misery, I feel better than you see. And you can point and laugh at me. I'm gonna write a song. I ought to be in therapy. I'm gonna write a song. Somebody ought to talk to me. I'm gonna write a song. They'll tell me everything's okay, and other people feel this way. I won't listen to a word they say. I'm gonna write a song. Writing songs is easy. You just make up some stuff, and then you keep on adding words until you have enough. Yada da 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 blah blah blah. Word 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 song. Add some more words, blah, 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 do-do-do-do, song. Now the song is almost done, I feel better, that was fun. Maybe I'll write another one, I'm gonna write a song.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
A statement of intentions.
Statement of intention, yes.
I like it. Well, oh, and unless you were here for the sound check, you would not know that Charlie's sound check song is the theme from the Patty Duke show, which cracked me up to start with. Okay, so welcome to everybody. Janet's presence makes us international now. So that's one of the things that I loved learning about during the pandemic is that you could have an audience from anywhere. You could invite people to play music from anywhere. The furthest away so far has been someone who was in India and got up at 3 a.m. by his time to do the show, which I thought was service way above and beyond. I'm Jan. This is my song, at least to start with. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's a lot of style nowadays. But I still long for old times, steamy romance, and satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back. 'Cause I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry and open doors and pull me out of siege, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkle and wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye and call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell. I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. Thank you. Okay, and we'll just keep going round and round like that until they throw us out.
This song's a little bit sort of like, well, it's along the vein of what Charlie played. And, I think as songwriters, sometimes our family members and friends kind of wonder what it's all about. And I just tell them, they're just songs that need to be written. And, well, somebody's got to do it. I'm a fool, I don't get much done. You say you got no time to rest, you never have any fun. I see you frowning in the kitchen while you're mopping up the floor. You don't seem to understand all the trouble I endure. I drink the beer, I play guitar, I write the songs, play 'em in the bars. I sleep in late, I hit the snooze it. It's hard work, someone's got to do it. We're all dealt our cards by the hand of fate. Some start out running hard, others limp past the gate. We all play to win, some are born to lose. You can dance in grateful joy unless you rather sing the blues. I drink the beer, I play guitar, I write the songs, play 'em in the bars. I was born this way, I didn't choose it. It's hard work, honey, someone's got to do it. Haggard was a felon, George and Tammy drank. Luke the Drifter tried saving souls, but he was just our good old Hank. Elvis was the king, then he lost his mind. I just long to write one song as good as by John Bryant. I drink the beer, I play guitar, I write the songs, play 'em in the bars. It's tough as hell, you only knew it. It's hard work, darling, someone's got to do it. I drink the beer, I play guitar, I write the songs, play 'em in the bars. I sleep in late, I hit the snooze it. It's hard work, someone's got to do it. It's hard work, someone's got to do it.
Absolutely true.
Thanks, y'all.
All right. This one is sort of a true story. At least the refrain is true. The rest, I don't know. You decide. Don't worry about me. I'm all right. I'm just sitting around the house alone tonight. I'm okay, sure I'll be fine. I got Chinese food and a bottle of wine. Pay no attention to what you may have heard. I know about those rumors, they're absurd. You mind your business, and I'll mind mine. I got Chinese food and a bottle of wine. I could have had a burger and some fries, but tonight I will abide no compromise. The outlook's cloudy, but I'll be fine. I got Chinese food and a bottle of wine. And so I'll eat my dinner alone. Don't you try to call me up on the telephone. I told Verizon, disconnect that line. I got Chinese food and a bottle of wine. I'm gonna keep my profile low tonight. And once this thing blows over, it'll be alright. And you'll wish your life was as sweet as mine. I got Chinese food. I got Chinese food. I got Chinese food and a bottle of wine.
What else could you want?
Yeah.
I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be hungry in a half hour.
Yeah, really. Hi, Michael. So
All right. So my name's Scotty Jacobs. I'm joining you from La Mesa, California, which is near San Diego. And I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. That's where I went to school. And about an hour, and it's a big town, about an hour north of there is a small town called Mount Vernon, Ohio. And I spent a lot of time in this small town. That's where my grandparents lived. I always wondered why they didn't live closer. And they love Mount Vernon. They would drive me all over Mount Vernon. They drive by Paul Lynn's house, the comedian and actor where he grew up. They drive me out to Gambier, where Kenyon College is, and told me that Paul Newman went there. And they showed me the trees that Johnny Appleseed had planted, 'cause he's from there. And as they drove me around, I'd see all these banners on like the town square and the shops, and it would say Dixie Days. And I'd even see ads in the paper for the grocery store and a little five a dime for the Dixie Days discounts. And I said to grandparents, I said, "Hey, what's this Dixie Days? We don't have that in Ohio." And they proudly told me that it was in honor of Dan Emmett, the minstrel singer, who wrote the Confederacy theme song, "Wish I Was in Dixie." Apparently, he is from Mount Vernon too. So anyway, this is just a simple story song, sort of based on that, and it has a narrator, a narrator's college roommate, and narrator's childhood best friend. This is called "No More Dixie Days." I promise there won't be any more long introductions like that. It's my longest. Jim slammed the passenger door, popped open a beer, passed me a bottle and said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." It was 1961, another winter break. Jim was riding home with me and he bus home to New York State. Said he'd be an engineer, that's just his fate. We've been roommates since freshman year out at Tri-State. We were both Navy men on a GI Bill. Jim thinks like a city boy, and I guess he always will. Mount Vernon, Ohio, it's where I'm from, it's what I know. Mount Vernon, Ohio. Dick's been my best friend since that time in 7th grade. We both tore that banner down, announcing Dixie Days. He checked in on my little boy after I fled the state, and all of them alimony checks I just couldn't make. 1976, when it all went down, didn't think I could fix all the pain all around. Thought I could start again with conditions I command. If God laughs when you're making plans, then I just don't understand. Mount Vernon, Ohio, it's where I'm from, it's what I know. Mount Vernon, Ohio. Jim got a master's degree from MIT. He moved to Peoples, Ohio, left his family. He said he found religion, let go of the hate. He now grows marijuana, lives to tempt his fate. But Dick never moved away, perhaps he's never changed. There's no more Dixie days and the world's rearranged. He talks about his granddaughter, all her cute little curls. We still laugh about the good old days of trying to pick up Kenyan girls. Mount Vernon, Ohio, it's where I'm from, it's what I know. Mount Vernon, Ohio. Mount Vernon, Ohio, it's where I'm from, it's what I know. Mount Vernon, Ohio, Ohio. Thanks, everybody.
Nice song, Scotty.
That was a lovely song. I can imagine being proud. Hi, Brenda. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Charlie.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. When I was growing up, my mother was in charge of the dad jokes. My dad's sense of humor was all golf jokes. They were terrible. I won't bore you with any of them, but there's a great one if you've ever heard it. My favorite, absolutely. And the punchline is, hit the ball, drag Joe. Hit the ball, drag Joe. If anybody really wants to hear it, see me after class. My mother, on the other hand, was capable of things that resembled dad jokes, and one of my favorites was it was more of a set piece, really, because I always knew it was coming, and she had lines and I had lines, and when she started it, I had to do it. So I'd walk in the kitchen. My mother would say, "What am I doing?" "What are you doing, Mom?" "Keeping the elephants away." "Keeping the elephants away, Mom? You don't see any here, do you?" So I was thinking about that. Another thing she said. One day you might have the blues. Walking around, you got no shoes. Feeling sorry for yourself all day. Well, then you're surely bound to meet another man who has no feet. That was what my mother used to say. Snap your fingers every day. It keeps the elephants away. You know we haven't seen them here in years. Call your mother on the phone. She'll pick up, she's always home. Tell her how you're doing, she's all ears. Find the one who loves you true. Take her hand and say I do. Head off down the road to who knows where. Have a baby, maybe two. Someday they'll be leaving you. Watch them as they vanish in thin air. Call your mama once a week. Go and kiss her on the cheek. You're gonna miss her some sweet day. Navigate that sidewalk crack. Stand up straight, pull your shoulders back. That was what my mother used to say. That was what my mother used to say.
Your mother was a wise woman.
She knew her stuff.
Okay, so you'll be pleased to know that there is no evidence left of our former fiasco. I took it down from Facebook and from YouTube. No one will ever know except us. I'm going to sing a love song for my husband because I think he's a wonderful person and he was calm and helpful. If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of those mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all those careless promises and all the times my trust was betrayed, 'cause I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. You are the reason I still believe a guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, an opportunity that few receive, I might be lying here tonight, dreaming dreams that probably would never come true. So I wouldn't follow through, because then I wouldn't be with you.
Sweet.
Thank you. And thanks for the patience and for coming back. Really appreciate it. But before we move on, Scotty, where are you going to be next and where can people find you online?
I don't really have an online presence. I have a pretty good day job. I'm a small animal veterinarian, and lately I've been writing about a song a week, and I need to slow down and record something. So, yeah. But you can always email me, and someday if there's something project or whatever, I can send it your way. But yeah, it's a good hobby for me.
So your email address maybe should go in the chat. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll do that after this song. Is that all right?
That's perfect. And Charlie, where are you going to be next and where can people find you online?
Online, you can find me, I'm on Facebook, but there's also www.charliebryant, that's one word, .net, not com, not org, not edu, not biz, charliebryant.net.
You know they have a .music now, right?
No, I did not know that. I told you, I've been trying to unlearn everything I knew about information technology where I spent 40 years. But
Well, you're doing an admirable job.
I got to keep up with this stuff, I guess. So yeah, sure. Where am I going to be? If there's anybody in the DC area, I'm going to be. I'll have to make a mad dash. I have 2 gigs on the same night at
Wow.
the two places, the 2 only places where I have any sort of gig that's not an open mic. And there's a bar in Rockville called Hank Dietl's Tavern. Terrific place. They have live music, usually 2 shows a day. There's a happy hour show, and then a show that's usually a full band, sometimes danceable music. They like dancers there. And later on, my monthly gig at the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 350 in Tacoma Park, Maryland, where 3 or 4 of us split the evening, and we each do a 30 or 45-minute acoustic set. So,
Very cool.
November 13th, be there, be square.
Okay. And for me, you can find me at janseides.com. The next one of these shows coming up is with Jerome Rubin and Simon Evans, and promises to be another spectacular show, which I'm very excited about. I love spectacular shows. And if you would like to know more about these shows and other doings, especially because the Carolers will start working again on the Austin Carolers on November 23rd this year. And we are planning to do a couple of streaming shows. In fact, we're going to be on TV. So put your name and email and let me know that that's why you're putting it there. And I will be happy to add you to the email list. And no spam, I promise. It comes out with some story or other and a list of current doings every month. So now, Scotty.
Hey, Jan, I forgot to mention, I do play in a group. There's with 3 other songwriters. We call ourselves the Bleatniks, and Richard Lapin is a member, and so is Michael Gardner, and Dennis Roger Reed, who's also been on your show. And we have a fiddle player who is a retired child psychiatrist, which apparently makes him perfect for playing music with 4 singer-songwriters. So anyway, I didn't want to leave those guys out, and I sure hope someday you have Richard Lapin on your show.
I hope so too, Richard. Get in touch with me. It's Jan at janseides.com, and yes, I would love to have you on.
That would be great. Yeah, I don't know if our paths have crossed too often at Far West or things like that, but I know.
Well, I think I saw you at the campfire last Tuesday. Is that true?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
that'd be great.
We also do a thing called Fiddler's Crossing, which is every Wednesday night, and it's full of songwriters, and that's why.
Marvelous.
Anyway, if somebody ever wants to show up to that, drop me an email, and I'll let you in.
And okay, that's in San Diego.
This is a song about perspective. It's in Tehachapi, actually. So, yeah, for whatever reason, it's mostly Orange County and LA songwriters. Wouldn't you agree, Richard?
Yeah, but of course, since it's Zoom, it could be, you could call in from Mars,
Okay, a song about perspective.
All right.
In the movie version, you were standing there, telling me you'll always love me, you'll always care. In the movie version, it's so dignified, the way we hugged and kissed as we said goodbye. But all the viewers will never see the bitter tears, the lost vanity, the aching sorrow of a love gone bad, of losing something you never had. In the movie version, I'm standing tall. As you walk away, I calmly take in it all. In the movie version, I don't say a word. I look out straight ahead and I'm undeterred. But all the viewers will never hear an angry sob, an indignant sneer, the strain of pathos, its amplitude, the sallow silence of self-solitude. Casting director chose young actors with open hearts. The screenwriter whitewashed the more hurtful parts. The director filmed the scene with such tenderness, and I wrote the music for emphasis. In the movie version, you had flowers in your hair, stayed to watch the sunset, breathe in the autumn air. In the movie version, it's all signified, the way we loved and lost but had vainly tried. But all the viewers will never know all the pain that doesn't show, the revelation of a broken heart, wishing I'd never played the part. In the movie version. Thanks, everybody. I messed up that bridge a little bit, but I think I did okay.
We didn't know.
Would have fooled me.
Good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
No, it's not.
No?
It's you.
Oh, okay. This one is a true story, only because I'm sure it happened to someone somewhere, probably many people, but not me, thankfully. This guitar buzzes on the second fret there. Let me switch back to the big fat one. Sorry about that. Because I know if it sounds buzzy here, it'll definitely sound buzzy. How did this happen? How did we get here? Once we had romance, and now only tears. I'm sorry, darling, this thing went too far. But now that it's over, please don't key my car. It started so simply, just one little dance. I had no intention of removing my pants, but one thing led to another, and now here we are. We're no longer speaking. Please don't key my car. Don't key my car. It's shiny and new. Yes, I know what I did. in the backseat with you. We were both willing, and now there's regret. Please don't key my car, I haven't paid for it yet. Don't show up in my driveway with a bat in your hand. My insurance agent surely won't understand. And if Shirley gets angry, she'll make me pay more. Please don't key my car, don't carve that word in the door. Don't key my car, I just had it detailed. It's nobody's fault that our romance has failed. We went for a ride and wound up in the ditch. Please don't key my car, you're quite a wonderful girl. Thank you. That's an awful song.
That is a wonderful song.
It's an awful song.
No. Well,
I should know.
I just checked my song list, and I don't have anything about cars or keys or wonderful girls on the whole list. So I'm going to do this one. This was born out of the fact that I hurt my back, which I totally deserved because I've been very smug about how I had never hurt my back. And I got one of those handicap hangers for my car, and I kept looking at the expiration date and thinking how mad I'd be or how sad I'd be when it expired, because you get really addicted to being the close one to the grocery store door, and it doesn't take long either. So on the day when it expired, I looked at it in the trash can and I wrote this song. Today I cast away my crutches, 'cause the truth is I don't need them anymore. And though I had some doubt, still I shouted hallelujah. And I won't care, I'm no Fred Astaire when I'm out there on the floor. If I got a choice, if I got a chance, I gotta dance. Today I boxed up my excuses with other useless things, took them down to the Goodwill store, and I put take a risk top of my list of things to do, yeah. And if I've never, ever done that step before, if I got a choice and I got a chance, I gotta dance. Ooh, it feels so good, rocking out in the real world like that scaredy cat me never would. Today I broke down some walls and installed a couple windows and a door, and I can smell that honeysuckle as I buckle on my shoes, yeah. And I won't be listening if you're dismissing my dreams anymore. If I got a choice, I got a chance, I gotta dance. Well, I got a choice and I got a chance, so I'm gonna dance. Thank you. So, back around.
This is one of those make your mama proud kind of songs. So I think I'm going to dedicate this to Charlie because I have a feeling we have a lot of songs that would probably go together pretty well in a set. So anyway, this is called I Wish Beer Could Walk. Wish beer could walk, dogs could talk, could tell that beer to walk my dog. Dog would smell me, then he would tell me I'm just a drunken slob. Wish guitars could write and play all night, so I could just sit and smoke my bone. Dog would laugh and joke as we drink and smoke, and together we'd write this song. Guitar and smoke, dog and beer, how the hell to get myself here? Never did think I could get this far, writing about dog, beer, smoking guitar. Thought I heard dog tell beer to fuck off, that he'll fucking tell him when he wants to walk. Guitar wrote it down in record time and found a way to make it rhyme. Dog got to ranting, beer got to prancing, guitar only chose to compose. I kept on drinking without really thinking and smoking without repose. Guitar and smoke, dog and beer, how the hell to get myself here? Never did think I could get this far, writing about dog, beer, smoking guitar. Well, I passed out in the middle of the song. This dog kept rambling on and on. Beer had delivered his remedy. By guitar wrote this melody. I dreamt that I was panicked, being eaten by a big ham sandwich. Chased me all around, up and down the ridge, screaming, Scotty, wake up, make up a bridge. Well, I still don't know if it was all a dream or just another vision of the unforeseen. Dog's got himself a shit-eating grin, and I'm hungover again. The moral of the story so plain to see: watch what you smoke and drink heartily, 'cause you don't ever know what life's got in store. Be careful what you're wishing for. Guitar and smoke, dog and beer, how the hell to get myself here? Bet you didn't think I could get this far, writing about dog, beer, smoking guitar. My mama's so proud.
Mine would be too. That was great.
I'm sure she is.
All right. Well, after that, I'm going to have to do this. This is a true story, more or less. Some of the elements have been rearranged in time, and I have an English degree. I'm an English major, so I have a license. I can do that. But for the most part, it's true. It also involves alcohol, weed, and dogs. I called my old buddy Bobby. I said, "Hey Bobby, how have you been? I have not seen you in quite a long while now. I thought I'd call up and check in. Hey Bobby, would you want to come over tonight? I miss you, old pal, that's no jive." Bobby said, "Charlie, it sounds like a party, but the thing is I'm too stoned to drive. Too stoned to drive, too stoned to drive. I'd never get there, I would not arrive. I did a bong hit, okay, I did 5. Charlie, I'm too stoned to drive." Now Bobby has smoked marijuana since 1974. I gave it up, it makes me all nervous and unable to locate the door. So I'll turn instead to the bourbon on the nights when I'm feeling alone. And when I'm in sedation, I like conversation, so I'll call someone up on the phone. but Bobby's unable to function. The couch lock has got him tonight. The Martians are winning as the season's beginning, and that indica kind is just right. Me, I'm drinking the pride of Kentucky, 100 proof soul therapy. And when I feel bad, I drink like my dad, and you better not hand me the keys. So Bobby, I'm too drunk to drive. I never would get there alive. I'd make the cruise, but I'm into the booze, and I do not belong out on 495. Bobby, I'm too drunk to drive. It's dangerous, I would not survive. Drinking alone, I'm over here on the phone. And Bobby, I'm too drunk to drive. Whoa, and Bobby, you're too stoned to drive. And I left out the verse about the dog and the Martians. Doggone it.
And that was the whole reason you did the song, right?
Yes. Okay, second verse. Here you go. You can insert it in your mind.
Okay.
He said, I'm watching this new show on Hulu. It takes place in deep outer space. There's good guys and bad guys and fierce Martian pirates. And right now I can't feel my face. But I'm here on the couch if you want to stop by. It would be great to see you again. I've got some beer, we could order a pizza. My dog's name is Susie and she'll let you in. Too stoned to drive, too stoned to drive. I'd never get there, I would not survive. It could be dangerous, I wouldn't make it alive. Charlie, I'm too stoned to drive. There you go.
Bravo.
Stepped on my own joke. Doggone it.
I love it. Your songs should make you happy. Yeah? Yeah. So I don't have anything about dogs or being stoned. Darn it. Got to get busy there. I love writing from prompts, and this was from a prompt. So I'm just going to do it without apologies, even though it has no dogs and no bong hits in it. The prompt was write a song that's a list. First, make a list, all the qualities you missed on your previous attempts. Then make a plan, all the places that someone like that might frequent. Call all your friends, let them know you're on the mend from your last affair. Consult your horoscope, seize the moment, and say a little prayer. And then you wait, you hurry up and wait. Be at the right place, at the right time to meet your soulmate. You just wait, gently knocking on the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. Improve yourself, pay attention to your health, learn a new dance. Oh, shoot. Change your circumstance. Exercise your brain, learn a new language, do something just for fun. Get your fortune told, buy new clothes. You may already have won. Still you wait, you hurry up and wait. Be at the right place, at the right time, and meet your soulmate. You just wait, gently knocking on the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. Sooner or later, you're gonna notice a change. Your own company ain't half as bad as they claim. it's not a cause for shame. You can't afford to wait. You can hurry up and wait. Be at the right place at the right time, and you'll meet your soulmate. You just wait. You'll be entering the gates of love sublime. It's just a matter of patience and timing in the tango for one. 'Cause it's all about patience and timing. It's the tango for one. Thank you. And we admitted somebody. So I'll have to go find who that is. Scotty, what you got?
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is called Long After You Leave. I was just a boy, a few years out of school, an average Midwestern collegiate fool. She had wrapped herself around me, one hand on my knee. She was a year younger but older than me. 'Twas a perfect love song. She was the first to bear the entire chorus and every verse. She pulled the covers up. It was cold that time of year. Felt her warmth upon my neck. She whispered in my ear, I know you will find this hard to receive. Don't you ever forget it. Always believe you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now I'm gonna love you long after you leave. Long after you leave. Well, it was years before I recognized that the truth had been said. By then I was in grad school, someone else's bed. We find shelter in each other. We take comfort when we can. Too often we circle back around to the place where we began. I know you will find this hard to receive. Don't you ever forget it. Always believe you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now I'm gonna love you long after you leave. Long after you leave. Now the kids are all grown. It's just another empty nest. Like so many other couples, we can hide away all the rest. Well, a love song's never so effective as when it's most sincere. Sometimes I feel her warmth upon my neck. She whispered in my ear, I know you will find this hard to receive. Don't you ever forget it. Always believe you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now I'm gonna love you long after you leave, long after you leave, long after you leave.
Aw.
Thanks, everyone.
I guess this belongs in the same category. It's a song about a guy on a bar stool. I want to dance with you. I don't know how. Haven't danced in so long. How do I start now? Don't know how to ask you. Not sure what to do. But when I watch you dance, I want to dance with you. I could take your hand. We go round the floor. That's about the size of it. Not much time for more. It's getting late. Dancing's almost through. But the band's still playing, and I want to dance with you. Once I had a partner. We knew how to dance. Should have danced more often while we had the chance. The record ended. The song was through. But now I'm hearing music, and I want to dance with you. Just one dance, probably all I could stand. Try a couple of moves, maybe hold your hand. I'm out of practice, yeah, it's true. But when I watch you dance, I want to dance with you. When I watch you dance, I want to dance with you.
That was great.
That was lovely.
Thank you.
So you reminded me of something that I'd like to do, and also the fact that my daughter is going to be here in 4 days. And it's the first time she's brought the kids here. So I have all sorts of plans I'm making. And this is the song. She called me when they got married, she and her husband, and said, "We want you to write a song for our wedding." And I said, "Sure. Who's going to sing it?" And she said, "Well, you are." So, armed with this knowledge, I wrote this song. And when I was singing it, I looked at them up there in front of the officiant, and they were both crying. And I thought, oh, okay, don't look there. So I looked out at her friends, everyone that wasn't up there with her, all in a row, as far back as I could see. And here's what they all looked like, every single one of them. So I thought, okay, don't look there either. So I ended up singing the song to the hole in my guitar. And I only made one mistake, and it made the song better, which was very gratifying. And this is the song. Because I've worked it back up again because I just recently started a wedding business and just got my first client. So I'm very happy. Long ago when you were small, learning how to walk, a bit afraid that you might fall, but something made you stand. You were young, but you were brave, and so you let go of the table, and off into the future you ran. Starting school when you were 5, standing to one side, watching children on the slide, landing in the sand. You waited for your moment then, you jumped right in and made a friend, and all arm in arm away you danced. Those were your first steps in your new life's adventure, a leap of faith that takes you so far. Your first steps declaring who you are. Now you stand before this crowd to speak your wedding vows. A little scared but happy now you're starting a new family. You're both so smart to trust in love and give your heart. Now the future's in your hands. So we gather together for your first steps in your new life's adventure, the leap of faith that will take you so far. It's your first steps declaring who you are. These are your first steps sharing who you are. Thank you.
Boy, that was amazing.
Thanks. So I think we're about to start on our last round, depending on how long everybody's songs are. So there it is.
Well, this is a short one. It's I know as songwriters sometimes we write something and we wonder if maybe what we've written is I don't know, too cliche, maybe too sappy or too sad. And this is a song about one of those struggles. Well, kind of, sort of, not really. For years I've known this fella who smells like mozzarella. He's a chef Italiano. He's a partisan to the Parmesan. Don't you mention Pecorino Romano. He's got a little hottie that smells like Bilotti. When they fight, it's a sight to see and smell. But they really love each other. She's a cheesy loving mother to the kids, Brick and Colby. Oh, swell. How can it be so good together? Can something be so right? It's wrong. And I don't know if not or whether this is just a cheesy song. I know which is better, pepper jack or cheddar. Do people really eat camembert? Do you really all go for the Asiago, the Limburger, or the Gruyere? Did your fortune teller who ate the Emmentaler tell you Zacchavica's part donkey juice? Does chutney pair with brie, pairs with Havarti? It's really up to you to choose. Can it be so good together? Can something be so right it's wrong? And I don't know if not or whether this is just a cheesy song. Do you think it's fate that you ate all the feta, left the olives on the plate? Do you really miss all the holes in the Swiss, or are they part of the Heaven's Gate? Do you smile like the Buddha when you taste the smoked Gouda? Does it make you wanna cry? You know you really can melt a slice of American on a piece of baked apple pie. How can it be so good together? Can something be so right it's wrong? And I don't know if not or whether this is just a cheesy song. And I don't know if not or whether this is just a cheesy song. I think I've been setting the tone all day. I'd like to see what you guys do with that.
Yes, you have. Actually, if that was the length of the songs that we do, we have time for 2 more apiece.
This one may be short enough. It has no cheese, I'm sorry to say. It does have ice cream. Ice cream makes an appearance in this song, so maybe that qualifies. I'll try this guitar again without a capo and see if it doesn't buzz. This guitar was born the same year I was, so can't be guaranteed that all the parts are in working order. A true story of the pandemic. The Buddhists and the Baptists, the Torah scholars too, the little sisters of the poor who pray for me and you, they're all trying to provide the explanation why, and the answer to that question: what happens when we die? What happens when we die? What happens when we die? Oh, mercy me, just wait and see what happens when we die. I used to have a buddy, he lived in Arkansas. He loved the Virgin Mary, and nothing good rhymes with Arkansas. He also loved the strippers, and he drank until he quit. He hurt his back, he had a heart attack, and buddy, that was it. What happened when he died? What happened when he died? I hope someday to hear him say what happened when he died. I used to have a sweetheart, she turned into my wife. We always hoped that we would have a long and happy life. Turns out it wasn't quite so long and happy, hard to say. I said adieu in the ICU, god damn it anyway. What happened when she died? What happened when she died? I lost my mind and then I cried. What happened when she died? So now I'm eating ice cream and drinking in the dark, singing songs on my guitar, thinking about that spark, the incendiary instant, that little burst of flame, the mystic magic moment when St. Peter calls my name. What happens when I die? What happens when I die? Hey, tell me, Pete, will it be all right? What happens when I die? No, I don't mean to bring you down or deliver you bad news. Life is just a journey down a road we did not choose. The journey has a beginning, a middle, and an end. From the very start to the final part that we don't yet comprehend. What happens when we die? What happens when we die? Put down your plow, your work's done now. Hang up the phone, no dial tone. Turn out the light, say goodnight. Give a cheer, is my Savior here? What happens when we die? Thank you.
Wonderful. Wait and see.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of that, I'm going to do the song that I was doing when I was so rudely interrupted a while ago. Yeah, I got even. I will not be leaving without a struggle. No one will have to say, don't go gently to that good night. I'll be kicking and screaming and hanging on to the door jambs, protesting all the way that I'm not done with this life. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. Probably not. I believe Moses looked like Charlton Heston, and I believe he had a word with God. All I want to know is, when is it my turn? 'Cause I'm thinking miracles can't be all that hard. And I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I want to see the face of peace. I want to hear the voice of truth. I want to know that dream is real. And then I'll make that choice. But first, I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth, but hold the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. Then I'll be ready. Nah. Thank you. So now, this is definitely our last round. And we may run over 5 o'clock a little bit, but there's nobody waiting for this stage, so we'll be okay.
I wanted to take the time and say thanks to Jan and thanks to Charlie. I feel really honored to be playing here with y'all, and despite the weird interruption, it's been a lot of fun. I'll do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
This is another Make Your Mama Proud. This is another Make Your Mama Proud kind of song. This is one that I wrote on Friday and finished it yesterday. And it's a chance to live dangerously, you know, a new song. It's called Trying to Get Over You. Double fisting Guinness, trying to rehydrate. Binging fortune cookies, trying to change my fate. 5-hour energy drinks fill my bong, so it take half as long to write this song. It's what I do. It's nothing new. You need to understand, I'm just doing what I can, trying to get over you. I left behind a pesky GPS so I can go blind on my vision quest. My head's reclined back on the driver's seat, speeding the wrong way down a one-way street. That's what I do. It's nothing new. You need to understand, I'm just doing what I can, trying to get over you. I'm sitting half naked on the Davenport, chugging Jim Beam and some Diet Squirt. And no Ouija Ford spread across my lap. I keep asking it if you'll ever come back. It's what I do. It's nothing new. You need to understand, just doing what I can, trying to get over you. You need to understand, I'm just doing what I can, trying to get over you. Thanks, everybody. Mama's proud.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Jim Beam and Diet Squirt. John Prine had a favorite drink. It was vodka and Diet Ginger Ale, and he called it a Handsome Johnny. So you gotta come up with a name for Jim Beam and Diet Squirt.
I'm thinking we're going to call it a Scotty Jacobs.
All right, so one more challenge accepted. This is a brand new song that I'm not sure about, but we're among friends here, and hopefully the Heil Hitler guys won't be back and they won't hear it. All of my heroes are bitter old drunks with guitars, miserable poets with visible emotional scars, record store cowboys drinking and singing in smoky old bars. All of my heroes are bitter old drunks with guitars, drinking and cheating, still haven't gone out of style. And as long as there's heartbreak, they'll keep writing songs for a while. Some get rich and famous, some of them live in their cars. But they're all my heroes, those bitter old drunks with guitars. When I was younger, I wanted to be a musician. The last thing I wanted was some mid-level corporate position. Climbing that ladder, getting older and fatter, wasn't what I had in mind. I wanted to be someone other than me. Looks like I ran out of time. And now all of my heroes are bitter old drunks with guitars. Record store cowboys singing in smoky old bars. Some have exes in Nashville and Texas, and they got the houses and cars. All of my heroes are bitter old drunks with guitars. All of my heroes are bitter old drunks with guitars. Miserable poets with visible emotional scars. Kinda like me, they wanted to be cowboys and radio stars. But I'm sorry to say, it didn't work out that way for the bitter old drunks with guitars. Thank you. That's an awful song, too.
I don't know that I agree with that. There's a lot of truth in there.
Oh, yeah.
So, since you all have been brave, so brave, I'm going to do that too. This is the only people that have heard this before y'all are everybody that was at SWRFA, Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, and my Patreon people. It was written from a prompt that you get when you pick up your registration materials at SWRFA. And it's one of the things I really love about the show. Okay. And I picked up my prompt. You stick your hand in a fishbowl and pull out something that looks like a fortune cookie fortune, and it has your prompt on it. And the goal is to present your song on Sunday at brunch, despite workshops and showcases and Beatle jams that run until 3 o'clock in the morning or later. And at brunch, you sing your song for everybody. So I pulled out my prompt, and I thought it said HEAL, H-E-A-L, and I turned to Dallas Allen, who organizes the thing, and I said, wow, this is the third year in a row I've gotten one I can actually make a song out of, one that I might like after it's made. And she smiled, and then I looked closer at it, and it didn't say HEAL, H-E-A-L, it said HEAL, H-E-E-L. A WTF moment for me. But this was the result, and I actually kind of like it. Anyway, remember Christian Dior. Tight waists and wide skirts like my mother wore. Starch crinolines hanging on the line. They looked so beautiful, like angels in flight. She was so glamorous when she would wear upswept hair and scarlet stilettos. We had no money for fancy clothes, so my mama learned to sew. Once in a while she made something for me, a sailor blouse or a skirt with pleats. But and I was grateful for what I got, but they were not scarlet stilettos. Sky blue shirtwaist with white leather belts, poodles prancing on skirts made of felt, passed into history. Poor me. When I grew up enough to shop for myself, fashion moved on to something else. I loved my miniskirts and op art design, but still I yearned in the back of my mind for sweetheart necklines and spit-curled hair and skirts that flared and those scarlet stilettos. Those scarlet stilettos. Thank you. And thank you to Scotty and to Charlie. Thank you both for saying yes to this. It's been a pleasure to host you, and I hope we'll get to do that again sometime real soon. And thank you to Andy and Brenda, and I always feel like the romper room lady when I do this, and Janet and Mr. Zoom user, whomever you are, and Brian, pleasure to meet you. And Richard, I'll be in touch with you soon. And thank you, Michael. And everybody that is currently watching on Facebook, like Sybil and Lauren, and Deb is back. Yay, debuting. So if you want to know more about this show, please leave your email in the chat or get in touch with me at jan@janseides.com, and I will be happy to put you on the list and let you know who's playing and when. And it gives me great pleasure to present my dear friends and people who I have not met before. So thanks to everyone. I'm going to stop the recording now.